Warning. You're now entering a stream that isn't suitable for everyone. Be warned that this channel will have swearing, singing, sexual innuendos and lots of jokes that could easily offend. It is advised that you must be a little bit weird yourself to enjoy this channel, as those that thrive and enjoy the stream are weird in their own little ways. The chat is called El Chatty and is a wonderful community. It really is. However, again, it might not be for everyone. We want to hear everyone's opinion, no matter what it is. We encourage debate as long as it's done respectfully. If you're easily offended or don't like differing views, then again, this channel is not for you. By entering this stream you do so at your own risk. If you want to try it out, that's absolutely fine, but if you don't like it, no need to announce your departure, you can just leave quietly, as this isn't an airport.
Besides this is obviously going to be, if you want to know what really happened, you need to watch this. This is the only place you're going to get this type of interview or
I don't really know what this is, but I didn't do it. I'm innocent, Judge. I'm not guilty. I'm innocent.
We, the jury, being duly impaneled and sworn, find the defendant Matthew L. Moore not guilty of murder, as he stands charged in count 1 of the indictment.
Elvis has left the building. It's done.
Hello, hello, hello. Do you all know who that was? Do you all know who that is? Does anyone know who that is? Except for the person, obviously who it is. Do not say who you are. Look at that beautiful, beautiful woman, beautiful jumper, hoodie, the alternate corner in grey. I know most of you will know who she is. I think most of you know who she is. Robin G, hello to you, my darling. Sasmas, hello to you. Dr. Nick. Danielle, good morning to you. Crystal, good morning. It's all good. Hippie Chick, surprise, surprise. Hello, my darling. How are you? Must be a little bit weird. Yes, Sasmas, you have to be a little bit weird to watch it. Bunch of weirdos in here, absolutely. Hippie Chick. Yes, it's Hippie Chick. It is Hippie Chick. Who's that? Who's that? That's Hippie Chick. Who's that? That's Hippie Chick. There you go, everybody. Ashley, how are you, my darling? Hope you're well, as always. Disney Queen. Hello, Disney Queen. How are you, my darling? Viv is ill this year. Oh, well, send her best. Hope you get better soon, Viv. Hope you're feeling okay, my darling. Christine Fortunato, hello, my darling. How are you? Gary Fella, how are you, sir? Hope you're well. Nice to see you, buddy. Why is it half day of the trial? It's half day of the trial because one of the jurors has an appointment that he or she cannot get out of, and the judge decided that everyone could do with a half day. He's got a meeting as well. He's got some appointments he needs to attend to. So he just decided, you know what? Instead of doing like a 2-hour lunch break so this person get an appointment, let's just take the afternoon off. He said yesterday or the day before he's absolutely shattered because he's just done back-to-back trials. So he needs a bit of a break as well. So that's why, Christine. That's why. Half day today. So showing off on modding skills. It is. We'll get you a pair of Speedos next time, and then you can join Dana and Dennis then. Here we go. Looking beautiful, hippie chick she is. Good morning, Dana Leonard. How are you, sir? Nice to see you. Dana's a Speedo man. Dana's a Speedo man. Dana loves Speedos. He loves his Speedos. Dana's a Speedo man. Dana. Like you says, I'm good, thank you, mate. Hope you do well. And your mum's doing. She's all right. She's okay. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, my friend. Today's Eric's birthday. Happy for those who don't know. Penblwydd hapus I ti. Penblwydd hapus I ti. Penblwydd hapus I Dr. Eric Draper. Penblwydd hapus I ti. Happy birthday, Mr. Draper. Not Mr. Draper, sorry. Dr. Draper. Happy birthday, Dr. Draper. Hope you have a great day, sir. Thank you for all you do. Yes. And thank you for keeping our Disney Queen happy as well. She is very happy, and we love when Disney Queen is happy. So there you go. Celebrate it. Oh, you're cooking tonight, aren't you, Carol? I forgot you're cooking a special meal tonight. So enjoy yourselves. Make sure my nieces behave themselves today, Carol. And have a nice little treat tonight. There you go. Mr. Dr. Draper. Get it right. She's still got a long way to go, but she's on the mend. King of Canton, Dennis Sweeney. I spoke to MJ yesterday. He said he's going to pop over today. But I just told him, look, message Mr. Sweeney, the King of Canton. And he said, don't worry, I will, for all the gear. So there you go, Dennis. Thank you again for helping me out, brother. Wish you a birthday from El Chatti. There you go. Morning, Dennis, and morning, Dana. Thank you, Dylan. I will clip and play. There you go. Just call back. I can't. Or is that do you keep the Dr. Draper for the bedroom or something? Is that what this is? Carol? Am I not allowed to? Like, no, he's only Dr. Draper in the bedroom. Is that nurse's outfit all sorted for tonight? I don't know. Is that why? Eric, happy birthday, sir. I want to call him Mr. Mr. Carroll. Mr. Carroll. Thank you, Hippie Chicken Gary. Hip hip. Dr. Draper, happy birthday from a fellow physician. Professor, weird. There you go. I didn't know that, Sass Mass. There you go, physician. There you go. I didn't know that, Sass. We learn something about each other every day, people. We do. Ooh, what's that? Okay. Yeah, it is, buddy. Thank you, man. And I even have a nurse's outfit. There you go. I did say that, didn't I? I did say that. More than welcome, Carol. Oh, bow chicken wow wow. Disney Queen tonight is bow chicken wow wow. Lady E, aka ESD. Hello to you. Good morning, Dylan. Hope you're having a great day. I am. Thank you, Lady E. Hope you're having a great day as well, my friend. I met him, Dr. Nick from Simpsons, today. Oh, no, Sasmas. I thought you were one. Can't wait for Rusty's Cross. His direct did not help Melody, in my opinion. I don't know. I didn't think it was a disaster for her, personally. I did think it was a disaster. I just think it depends how much credibility you give to him, I suppose. I don't know. I don't think it was that bad, to be honest with Melody. But hey, that's the beauty of it. We all interpret things differently, don't we? So it's all good. It's all good. A few people thought the same as you. Some people thought the same as me. So that's the beauty of it. Greg, good morning, sexy boy. Fucking hell, Greg. Greg's coming in hot today. He's coming in hot. Sexy boy. You know what that means. I have to play it now, don't I? I have to play it now. Where's it gone? Sex bot, sex bot, spot, sex bot. I'm a sex bot, sex bot, sex bot. I'm a sex bot, sex bot, sex bot. I'm a sex bot, sex bot, sex bot. I'm a sex bot. There we go, Amy. Hello, my darling. How are you? Boom, boom, boom. Amy's got big boobies, boobies. Boom, boom, boom. Amy's got nice boobies, boobies. There we go, Debbie in the house. Hello, Debs. Happy Thursday from Brockton, Massachusetts. Hey, Debbie, how are you, my darling? Looking good in that picture. Fair play to you. Hope you're well, my darling. Brockton, there you go. Park the car in Brockton. Amy, I agree, Dill just caught up on yesterday's testimony. There you go. This is the thing. This is the beauty of trials. We all interpret it differently, don't we? I love it. I love it. See, DQ agrees with Danielle. Can't wait for Cross. I don't think they've proven it beyond reasonable doubt yet. No, I don't. I'm the same as you. Yes. Dane and Dennis. They're both here, so I got to play it because they're both here. Dane and Dennis walking down the street. Dane and Dennis, the kind I'd like to meet. Dane and Dennis, they used to wear these tight old thongs. They didn't like them, so they're gone. Dane and Dennis walking down the street. Dane and Dennis, the kind you'd like to meet. Dane and Dennis, these two who look at them, they're definitely growers, not showers. Dane and Dennis walking down the street. Dane and Dennis, the kind I'd like to meet, and I can't wait to go to meet these two speedos pro. See you in Boston, boys. Rhode Island's on fire. Deb's hair is on fire. Yeah. Hey, Deb. Hey, Tootsie Wootsie. Tootsie Wootsie. Hey, Toots. Hi, Ashley. How's everything? Good, thank you. Marsha Smith, how are you, my darling? Good morning, Dylan Chat. How about the news about Carrie yesterday? I'd love to have been a bug on the wall when Lily and Bev got the news. I've not really read it all yet. I need to read it all. So yeah, I'm holding back a little bit because waiting for a response from Commonwealth as well. See what they come back with. But yeah, no, it seems to be positive. There you go. Hopefully, Marsha. What was this? Hang on. Hubba, I need you guys sizes. Extra small. 3 extra smalls. It's a crack in your voice when you sing that just does it for me. I'm glad he does it for people. I'm glad. No idea, Danielle. No idea. I cried with attorney. Asked Rusty if he was still with Love Maldi. I know. Sherry Berry, she's a hero. Hello to you, Sherry Berry. How are you? Oh, no woman, no cry. Mofo back on tonight. So yeah, Sean is on tonight. I think members only at 5 o'clock, and then 6 o'clock he opens it to everybody. So 5 o'clock Eastern, he's back for members only, and then 6 o'clock I think he's open to everybody. So that is Sean El Jefe McDonough. I need to speak to him as well, see how he is. I've not spoken to him for over a week now. Right. Okay, we got that. Right. So another picture for you, just because some of you may have missed it. This is our beautiful hippie chick. Let's have a look at hippie chick. How are you? Ooh, ooh. Look at that. Hippie chick. In onto the corner. Hoodie, there you go, looking lovely. Hippie chick. Hippie chick. There you go, my darling. Right. We will not be coming up with anything because I can guarantee you we will not be wearing Speedos in Boston. I can pretty much guarantee that. The lads would make me take it down if anyone forced them to wear Speedos. I'm sure there'll be a vendetta and they will make me take the whole video down. So no, don't worry. I've promised them they will not have to wear Speedos. I feel today I'm all right, thank you. I'm okay. Once the stream starts, I've got to go off a little bit because yesterday was a long day. I've got some bits and bobs I need to do, so I'll miss a little bit rusty, but I'll be around. I will be around. It won't be long. And then I'll be in the background listening. Oh, fuck. I always say that. I'm sleepy now. The Loudy Me Sean. A long story, but the cusp of is Erin Hack showed me a video of his. I got in touch with him and agreed with him about the tail light, asked him on my show, and then the rest is history, basically. That's the very short version of it. And we've been together ever since, basically. One stream, clicked, and then been together forever. Sasmas, thank you very much for becoming a member. Thank you, my darling. Appreciate that. Loving that. Thank you, Sasmas. Hey, hippie chick, you beautiful thing. Thank. Hippie chick, we love you. Hippie chick. Press the like, please. Press the like, and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Boom, 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 boom. If you liked and subscribe. Like and subscribe, motherfuckers. Here we go, try will. So the plan is today, people. This is what's that? Sassmaster, you're gorgeous, babes. I just saw you on TV. Damn, girl, you're all gorgeous because you're gorgeous. And we got Jennifer Pickard because you're gorgeous. Thank you, Jennifer. Morning to you as well. Morning to everybody. We got a gorgeous chat. Gorgeous. El Chatty is gorgeous. 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 Because you're gorgeous. Why is that like that blue? I don't like blue. Like that. Anyway, yeah, you're all gorgeous. Put that like that. That's better. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba ba. You're all gorgeous. Hippie chick was on a call. She missed the song. We're just saying how gorgeous you all are. Well, you all are. I can't get the higher notes. Damn. Beautiful people. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. All the ladies in here are beautiful. Yes, all the ladies are beautiful. There you go. Deb is so lovely, isn't she? Why? You're no fun. I know. I know we're not fun. I think he'll take it all out of it. It's quite daunting for people to wear Speedos in public. We'll keep it to the stream. We'll keep it to the stream. It'll be good. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We've got plenty of other laughs to do. So don't worry. I want Dennis and Dana to turn up to everything. I don't want you to be scared off. Thanks to Amy and Carol, correct Rhode Island lady. They definitely are. Yes, they are. We got such a lovely, lovely chat. Right. It's interesting to me that that's moving like that. Normally it's like tick, 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 tick are the ones I'm used to. So this is a little bit different. It's like a horse race, and the number one's on the 1 and 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And we're on to the 3 and 4 and that. And the 4. I've heard it can really hurt you if you're packing in that area. Well, it can hurt you both ways if you're not packing either. Do you know what I mean? You've got to fucking put tissues down there. I wore my speeders today, but it's awful cold out. It's cold outside in the month of May. I know you go. Speedos in May is a no-go. Speedos, Speedos, Speedos. Speedos are a no-go in May. In May. Aha, Dana. Hello, Brittany. How are you, my darling? Look at another gorgeous one. Yeah, Brittany's gorgeous because you're gorgeous, Brittany. I'm not just hitting on Brittany, by the way. I'm saying everyone's gorgeous in chat. So, okay, Brittany just come in and gone, what the you know? Dana Leonard, he's a hero. All the ladies in here are beautiful. I just don't think I've really seen these two before now. Yeah, they're all gorgeous. Just got Commando. Just go Commando. I'm not sure Tracy will come in and what the fuck, Dana? What the fuck, Dana? That's what that's gonna be. Oh, I saw that. I'm not sure what I've done now. Or for somebody else. People new in the chat, say hello as well. We love new people in the chat. Let me just go here. Oh no, I pressed the wrong frigging button, didn't I? Damn. Oh. Oh. Oh no, what have I done now? I've lost something. Da. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll leave it at that. You guys don't even know what I'm doing. Word of the day: tit up. Tit up. Tracy, I'm respectful. Tracy, I'm respectful. I don't hit on the ladies' men. I promise. No, you don't. I know. That's it. Hey, Dana's his own man. Dana is his own man. Dana can do what he wants. He can do what if he wants to go commando or wear speedos, that's fine. As long as he gets the pass from Tracy, that is fine. Good morning to you, Katie. How are you? Lots of coffee my way. Was that an emergency vet again? Oh no, Katie, that's not good. That's not good. I hope the dog's better, my darling. Hey, Katie. Hey, Rebecca. West Virginia. Jeepers, I keep yawning. Mountain Mama, Rebecca's round the corner. There you go. Me, the Amy. Hello, Rebecca. Right. Let me put my headphones because once this starts, I'm gonna go off the screen then for a little bit. Oh God, I'll probably fall asleep if I'm being honest. Just a reminder, this goes on today for until about 11:45 Eastern. Once this is finished, we will then go to the Leilani Robin trial and catch up with that. So then hopefully we're done by 5. And then what's going to happen at 5 or 6? If not, then 6 o'clock. Then, you guys can go and watch Sean, boom, boom. El Jefe, boom, boom. McDonough on Going Through the Motions. Sean is live tonight, 5 o'clock Eastern. I'm hoping that we'll be done by then. Or if not, we'll be close to done. 5 o'clock, I believe, is for members only. 6 o'clock is open to everybody. So, hey, Vix Logic. Hello, my darling. So, yeah, so that's the plan. So, big night for everybody. And also, just remember, like me, if you haven't watched Resistant to Silence, I got Resistant to Silence top on today. Here they go. Dana, I got it on. It actually came out of the wash, and I was like, oh, I put it straight back on then. I love this t-shirt. And I'm not just saying that, people. This t-shirt is gorgeous. If you haven't got one, get one. It's really nice. Nice fitting. So, yeah, I've still got 2 videos to watch for Resistant to Silence. So, yeah, no one should be bored with all the amount of content that's out at the minute. Leilani Robin. Yeah, Leilani Robin. Oh, Deb had hers on yesterday. Dana has his on today. Oh, I thought he was on a I think he's got members only. Oh, let me just check. I think he's got members only. Let me just check that before, unless he's moved it. Hang on. Let me just check it in case. Mountain Mama, going through the motions. Going through the changes. No, going through the motions. Right, okay. Yeah, he's got members only at 5 o'clock today. Roll call at 5 o'clock, and he's got Justin Root revisited at 7 o'clock. So there you go. He's got 2 streams. I thought it was 6 o'clock. No, he's got 1 at 5 and 1 at 7. Thank you, Danielle. So there you go. 1 at 5 and 1 at 7. According to his page. There you go. Well, yeah. So if you're a member, you'll see Sean is having, it's because he was supposed to be 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, but he's doing now 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock. He's probably giving himself a little bit of a break in the middle, I imagine. Oh, Barney, oh, Danny boy, the crowd are falling from glen to glen. The only thing I don't like about this call is they always late started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started now. Leilani Simon, yeah, that's what I said, wasn't it? Was it not? Leilani Simon is what I meant. Sorry if I said something different. Leilani Simon, yes. What did I say? I don't remember what I said. Sorry if I said it wrong. Oh, see, no worries. Thank you, Viv. No worries. Viv, look after yourself, my darling. See you soon, all right? Don't worry about it. Look after yourself. Thanks for popping in. But yeah, go back to bed, whatever you need to do. Dylan, in the south, we lie things. We let things slow. We like things slow and steady. Slow and steady is the way to win the race. You said Robin. Oops, my bad. Sorry, Robin. I meant Leilani Robin. I'm joking. Leilani Simon. I must have said Leilani Robin. I don't know why. You're probably on my mind, Robin. Woohoo! Sex bot, sex bot. Robin's a sex bot. Hey, boom, boom. This is why. Yeah, the car is bad though because my neurovirgin brain starts singing everything. So that's not very good for some people. Thank you. There you go, Katie. Best of love to you, my darling. Right. I just wish we'd start. I got some calls to do. I need to stop singing. We're singing. Yeah, I know. The regulars like it, but there's a lot of people that do not. They do not. It's not they don't like it. It's just like they think it's a bit over the top, which I get. I'm a little bit over the top sometimes. Dee, 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 dee. Du, 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 du. Well, Amy's been cheating on us. Amy, boobies. What? Amy, I'm crying, Amy. I is joking, cheat on me. All the women they cheat on me. I cheat on myself, so don't worry. Lurky Lou, ooh. Good morning to chat, my favourite karaoke crumb. Lurky Lou, thank you, my darling. Thank you, my darling. I appreciate you. Thank you for that. All good, Cor. No, it's not just corn pop. Don't you worry. It's fine. I'm a singer though all the time. My kids say it's one of the things they will always remember about me. Ah, that's sweet though. Dear Dad, you know how it is. Amy, boobies. I know exactly how it is, and I is teasing. I is teasing, my darling. It is all good. I watched Melanie stream about the ACL emotion last night. Amazing motion. There you go. I've not seen Melanie. I just read it. Oh, thank you, Deb. Hang on. Just boosted it just for Deb. There you go. Damn, Lou. Oh, is this Lurky Lou? Damn, Lou. I'm questioning my sexuality this very moment. There we go. We are here to change people's sexualities. Amy's now lesbian or bisexual. Happy days. Amy, let it loose. Let it loose. Amy, you know Shari D's gonna love it because why? Because
tits and clams, that's a Shari D. Tits and clams, that's a Shari D.
Shari D's gonna love it. Elsie, how are you, Les? This is Elsie. If you don't know, this is Leslie. Good morning to you, Les, or Elsie, or Leslie. Do you know that the other stream you have set up for today is 7:15 a.m.? No, I do not know that. That is bad. That is not good, Robin. I shall change that now. Hang on, it's supposed to be 12:15. Well, hey, we reached 11,000 again for like a couple of hours, and then someone's gonna cancel their subscription. Well, hey, but yeah, we reached 11,000 again subscribers. Content. Let's have a look. Let's have a look with a drunken sailor Dana. Let's have a look with a drunken Dana. Let's have a look with a drunken Dana early in the morning. Ho ho, Dana snoring. Ho ho, Dana snoring. No, it's at 5:15. Robin, I got it. It's set as 5:15, Robin. Maybe check it just in case, Robin. But it's 5:15 on mine. Oh. I think they will release him. Yeah, she was here yesterday. Now, if I tell her that Amy's about to turn and she's questioned sexuality, she'd be fucking straight in the edge. She would love Amy. Amy, I'm sure Charity likes brunettes as well. Bow, chicka, wow, wow. I'm just teasing, by the way, people. I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. Unsubscribe, you mofo. Hang on, have you actually unsubscribed? Has someone actually unsubscribed? Let me just check. It's Dana's a speedo man.
Fuck, mother!
Don't bite. Don't bite. Don't bite. Someone's just unsubscribed. I know it's not Dana, but fuck. Oh, every time. I can't get over the 11,000 bump. I can't get it over the 11,000 bump. She was here yesterday. Dana, there we go. There's a 7:15 one. I saw it. I don't have it. It says 12:15 on mine. Yeah, 12:15. That's what I got it as. I got it 12:15, which is 5:15 US time. Oh shit! I had the court on pause. Oh, it's fine. We didn't miss anything. And I've got a mute. Um, Tina, Keith. How are we? Send our love to Jen as well, please, my friend. I hope you're well. Look at her. Who was it? You? I was kidding. Keith, hey, this is what it says for me. 3 waiting scheduled for 17th to the 10th, 7:15 a.m. Ah. Oopsies. I know what I've done. I know what I've done. I know what. Hey, well done. You all passed the test. Those of you that saw it, you passed the test. Well done, all of you. You done really well today, guys. Picking out that it was a genuine mistake. That it wasn't a mistake, and he was doing. Um, right, here we go. I will change it because that's what. Oh, court's coming back. Right, it should now say 12:15 for you, Yanks. It should say 12:15. Yeah, I got my time zones backwards. Oops, I did. Oops. Yeah, I I put it in as I'm in Eastern rather than the other way around. You know what? Once Josie comes in, we can start the stream, all right? So I'm just waiting for our hot mama Josie to arrive, and then we'll start the stream. So until then, I'll stay silent.
Josie and Murph Turf, they aren't as lovely. Fuck around and find out I'm joking, they're lovely.
Oops, there she is. Our beautiful hot mama. Our beautiful salt and pepper. There she is. Hello. Hello, Josie. Normally, the men go up to Josie and are like, hello. Hey, I'm here. No, we did finish. My bad. I got it, as Dana said, I got it mixed up. My times. Um, Court never addressed fireman juror nor the issue earlier in the week about withheld evidence. So I think the fireman juror, I think both sides were happy with him to continue. Rebecca is how I noticed that, and then the other bit, they didn't address the withheld evidence. No, you're right. Dennis, it's the best chat around because you're part of it, Dennis. You are a part of it. You are a part of El Chatti, which makes it a great place to be around. The King of Campton, Dennis Sweeney, everybody. Only to be surpassed by Brenda Sweeney, obviously. Nah, I'm joking. They're the best couple ever. Right, caught on, but we can't see them. Thanks, Deb. Thanks, Josie. So, I'm not sure if you can hear it, but I discussed it, Rusty. The prosecution want to play a video, a 40-minute video, I believe, from one of the interviews. Hey, Bev, by the way, Tina. Danielle, that's bad. Use you. Oh, back to 11,000. So what's happening is this, right? Hello, Terzia. They Yeah, no, I'll explain it now. There's no closed captions. You see, there's no closed captions. So what's happening is there's a 40-minute portion of the 2-hour, 35-minute video that the state want to show where Rusty's with his attorney. They want to show that he wasn't in fact scared or anything like that, like he said yesterday, or hysterical and stuff like that. The defense don't have an issue with it, but they're questioning whether other portions could be played as well. So what they've decided to do now is they're going to play the 40-minute video now without the jury present to see, and then get the jury in after the decision's been made about it. So that's what they're going to do now, is play a 40-minute video to see if this can be brought in. So 40 minutes, people. Hey, Amy. Amy gifted one membership. Thank you, my darling. She went to Mary Coons. There you go, Mary. So why can't we see? I mean, hang on, let me see if this is the screen then, because this is annoying.
Before we start this, do you have any questions for me about anything?
Mr. Barton's lawyer is sitting there with Mr. Barton and with Oak and Hayes. He's speaking and saying he's ready to talk about that conversation, and then says, before leading up to that conversation, he's asking Rusty, sitting right there, has she ever indicated anything to you? Ever said anything, inkling indicates she intended to do him harm? And then Rusty says, no, I have never heard that. I promise you, I've never heard that. So it is, in the context of law enforcement, he's making a statement. As the court knows, I know the court's seen this in other cases. The case law in Georgia is that the statements by other people during an interrogation or interview, it's not being offered matter, truth and matter served. It's just a technique. I'm not sure who would say it. Yeah, so that's the lawyer. That's the lawyer asking the question. That's the lawyer asking the question at his client, which I would say is privilege. Not, it can't be privilege. Police officers sitting right there. Is this when they left the room or when they're in the room? They're in the room. You don't hear them start talking. Oh, so he's referring back. Go ahead. All right, we'll start some more. We can do this. All right, start again. 1 hour and 20 minutes. Start from where you were. I'm sorry. He's a very loyal person. And it's taken some time to figure out, but in the interest of self-preservation, this box and be in the defense statement. He may talk about that conversation, but I assume this before leading up to that conversation, has she ever indicated
So, hi Ryan, how are you, sir? Nice to see you, buddy. So, just so you all know, there is no sound. The court is muted. No, I've been here all the time, people. I've been here all the time. Thank you, Josie, but I've been here all the time. Court is muted. I know there are people behind, so they don't know I'm speaking right now. So the court has muted it. No, it's fine. I was here. I said, it's fine. It's fine though. So they muted it. So the video they're playing is outside the presence of the jury. Just in case people thinking the jury are not there, it's outside the presence of the jury, so everyone can chill as well. So it's all good. They're playing this piece of video to see if it can be played in front of the jury. From what I gather, the video consists of Rusty, his attorney, and two of the two detectives or whoever from the police force, and they're basically trying to make out that Rusty was not scared, was not influenced by his attorney. So everything he said yesterday was a lie, because he had to take a half-hour break in between questioning. And they want to show no, he was relaxed with his attorney. Is basically what they're trying to portray. Basically, grasping at straws a little bit here, but that's what they're trying to do. So chapters in here can message each other. Didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could do that either, Keith. Oh, unless we tag people, I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on. What? Oh shit! What's that coming over the hill? I'm not sure what's going on now. So I could hear the court when it was 100% going, but now they muted it. I know, seems like it could be creepy too, though. Oops. WhatsApp chat is alive. Look at that. I won't lie to you, ladies. I am not envious of your chat. I am glad that I'm not in your chat. I can only imagine what is being partaken in that chat. You keep me up all night because I want to read every message. So, WhatsApp is well alive. Oh, little G is here. Hello, little G, little V as well. So yeah, I'll entertain you for a little bit, then, people. My coffee's cold, which I don't mind. I like my coffee cold. It's fine. Hey, here she is. Daffy Dill, the horn dog. I just looked and I now have 833 unread messages. It's always hopping. What is going on? 833. Yeah, that, Keith, that is in their WhatsApp group, Keith. Daff is here. Here she is. Daffy Dill, cheats on me with Will. Daffy Dill, also likes Bill. Daffy Dill cheats on me with Will and Bill. Daffy Dill. I've spoken to her a couple of times. She is any stream about Wade Wilson, she's there. But yeah. That's wild, I know. But this is our women. This is El Chatty for you. This is Dylan's Angels. We chat all day long about everything. Jeepers. That's why I'm glad I'm not in there. Be distracted. No worries, Danielle. See you in a bit, my darling. Hello, Spacey Stacy. How are you, my darling? Yeah, she's fine, Denise. She's fine. I've not spoken to her for about a week now, but she is fine. Okay, yes, she loved Wade. Hang on. The Lons Angels, Keith, welcome. Toots says, Daffy Dill, are you in Deland going to shower today? They've already done it. We're already done it, Toots. You should have had all the pictures. I sent them to Daffy ages ago. So Daffy said she'll send them out this morning to you all the dick pics. So yeah, I just trust Daffy. I know she'll do it. So yeah, she files them and everything. She does a good job. Does a great job. Fair play. So thanks to you, Daffy Dill, for sending out those photos. It just helps me a lot, you know. So Bill has been missing action. Yeah, I know. I messaged him privately, but he's seen it, but didn't respond. Kim, hello Kim, how are you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you this morning? Oh Kim, see little G, oh little G, oh little G, little G, oh little G, little G. Boyfriend 2, understand, is likable in my opinion, but they definitely had some incriminating conversations on the jail court, and that recanted themselves. Yikes thoughts. Yeah, no, I know. Wasn't perfect. He seems like a nice guy though. She's charging you? What? It's part of the membership. She said it's free. I said it's free to all members. What's Daffodil's got side hustle? Apparently, both sides want to do openings in Ceredigion today, so maybe that'll happen. I'm not sure. Spacey Stacey, have you booked your appointment yet, my darling? I'm going to ask you every day. Have you booked it? I'm not going to say what it is in case you don't want me to, but you know what I'm talking about. Oh shit! I just spilled coffee all over my keyboard. Ah, fuck! Oh, you fucker! Hang on, let me wipe it. Ah, that's my bad. Shit. Oh. Bill is pouting. He's pouting. I'm pressing out the pickles today. Should have their own OnlyFans. Can you imagine? No, they're not. They're not. They secured them. You need to book it. I've got to be on your ass about this. Not that kind of ass. You need to get your colonoscopy booked, Stacey. It is nothing. I promise you, my darling. It is one of the best things you'll do because it's peace of mind. It does not hurt. You will not shit yourself. You will be fine as long as you follow the steps to clean your bowels the day before. You're fine. You can't eat for 24 hours. That's a pain. But apart from that, nothing. The day before is a lot worse than the procedure. The procedure is nothing. Procedure is nothing. Procedure is well, I mean, hey, for you guys, I mean, I went to sleep on my procedure because I didn't want to feel a pipe go up my ass. But hey, you can stay open. You can stay awake if you want. If you're into that, if that's your kind of thing, then you can stay awake for it. I mean, you might be used to it. I don't know, but yeah, I promise you, I will promise you with everything, it is nothing. I will get another one in 5 years, no issues whatsoever. Yo, Mark, yo. Oh, you're used to getting that thing up your bum. That's fine. If you're used to getting stuff stuck up your bum, that's fine. The day before, honestly, was it nice? No, because you can't eat for 24 hours. And but what I did was I started about 3 days before just watching what I ate. So not as many hard solids 2 3 days out. Just more like soups and stuff like that. Then so it cleared easy. Honestly, it is it a pain? Yes, because you've got to be on the toilet for half the day. But it's not like I started mine, I think, at like 4 o'clock on Sunday, and it was done by like 10 o'clock on Sunday. I went to bed fine that night, got up early in the morning, fine. I went to do the procedure. Um, Taylor Leonard. My doctor is amazing. We might have the same doctor. He gave me that exam at one point, and both hands were on my shoulders. Yeah, once you're lying flat on the bed. Yeah, not sure where he went to school for that. I don't know. I just fell asleep. He was there, fell asleep, and yeah, I don't know. Les got two guns right. Lil G says fastest we drink just 3,000. Yeah, there you go. You could stick colonoscopies. You'd love it, Di. You'd love it. You'd love it. I woke up cussing for no reason. I woke up a couple of times during the procedure, looking at it, going, "Oh, look at that!" And they pump it, then go, "No, go back to sleep." But yeah, it was nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just the worst part is not eating for 24 hours. That's what I found. And being on the toilet for a couple of hours. So yeah, you just you don't know. If you get the right doctor, like Dana said, they just get you to lie down naked and put their hands on your shoulders, check that you're sleeping, and then I don't know. I enjoyed it anyway, so right. Also, Di, you are that age. I hope you've had a prostate exam, Di. I hope you've had your finger up your ass. I hope you've had that done. You are at that age, Di. You have to have that. Dana, have you had a prostate exam? Hopefully you have. You're also at that age. This is not medical advice, by the way, people. This is more my concern for people, making sure that you've all had your procedures. Hey, Jane. So court has started already. They're just outside the presence of the jury. They're just watching, or they were just watching a video. So, so I don't know. We're just waiting for the judge to decide whether the video's coming in or not. And then, yeah, we're just waiting. So, how long is a piece of string, Jane, basically? Not sure. You're a sick man. No, you are a sick man. You better have had that prostate exam, David. Di, you better have had it. It's nothing procedure. It's well worth it. Yeah, colonoscopy, prostate exams, nothing burgers. Nothing burgers. Just a video. I don't know what it is, Jane. A video. There you go. My father had prostate cancer. That's why I check it. I did not want to get it checked, though. Then I did. It's just a blood test and a finger up your ass. It's nothing. Literally nothing. Cancer free. Happy days. Happy days, hippie chick. Also, mammogram month, ladies and gentlemen. It affects belly. Please. I should get my titties looked at, maybe. It's me, Josie. I wasn't sure if she was guilty before the cause on the reactive statement, but I definitely questioned her more than I did. There you go. There you go. Happy days, hippie chick. No, you were lying. You were lying. Eric. So 55 is a key number. He should definitely colonoscopy and prostate. He knows better. He knows, Carol. He knows. Right. Tonight, I think Nurse Disney Queen needs to give him prostate exam. That's for sure. I'm surprised with that, though. Dr. Draper, come on, lead by example, Dr. Draper. Yeah, Mark, we did. Oh, we just did it again because I want to try and get Stacey booked in for a colonoscopy. Happy birthday! Wow, I'm surprised. I am surprised. Doctors are built different, I suppose. No, nothing, Jane. Literally, there's nothing. We have seen nothing, Jane. This is it. We're just waiting. We'll get. Oh, is Dr. Draper coming out on the trip? Is Dr. Draper coming? Well, he's coming tonight, but I mean, is he coming to Boston? Vic, she's right. I get ultrasound now because they took mine. What's what I missed of Rusty last night? I couldn't find it. Oh, well, I know that I got copyrighted yesterday, so I've disputed it, but thanks, Denise. Happy birthday, Dr. Draper. God, I love how you replied to me straight away. I do have something to say. There you go. Say what you got to say about mammograms. It's fine. It's because we've got downtime now. I don't always type in a chat, but I will speak in chat. Yes. So I don't know. I did get copyrighted for the music, so maybe that's what it was. Yes, Denise, you're right. It does get men. I do check it. I do check my boobies. I do check them, or not as often as I should probably. You know, they say check your balls once a month, check your tits once a month, or something like that, don't they? False positive 35 years ago, the age of 40, scary as hell. Yeah, then you get more tests and stuff, don't you? So till almost end of first stream, had to go. He's still on stand, yes. He's still on stand. For what? For what? Oh, music. My intro music. Intro music, Robin. I got it yesterday and today. So basically, what happens is you got these third-party people who are chancers. I pay for my music license. You know, so but you've got third-party people trying. So what happens is they claim the music. I dispute it. Then I have to wait. 30 days then for them to either appeal, and I then have to appeal, or they just what normally happens 99% of the time is they just wait the 30 days, but I don't get paid for 30 days. Do you know what I mean? So it pricks. Lauren M.
Congratulations to Lauren Murray. Congratulations, Lauren, for yesterday. Go fuck yourself, Krusty. Go fuck yourself, Krusty. Go fuck yourself, Krusty Panties. We love you, Lauren. Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Toby, it's your birthday, Toby. It's your birthday, Toby. Happy birthday, Toby. You are 14, Toby. We all love you, Toby. Special treats for you, Toby. Let's go walkies, Toby. We love you, Toby. You're a Murray, Toby. Toby Murray, your mummy, she's blush. Her name's Lauren Murray, she's hot as fuck, Toby. You are lucky to have a mother so hot as she, Toby. Have a great day, Toby. We love you, mate, Toby. Have a great day, Toby. We love you, mate, Toby. Have a great day, Toby, my friend.
There you go. It's not Toby's birthday, but I played that for Lauren. Hope you're well, Lauren, my darling. I hope you feel okay, because I think Dana says, "Hi, Lauren, how are you feeling?" So, right, the court's back. So I don't know what the decision was. So if the video is allowed in, then the state will play it now, wherever that is. If it's not, I presume the defense will be started. I have boosted the sound. That thing's up. I'm going to make a coffee and stuff like that once it starts. And I hope you're all strapped in. Get that strap on. Get strapped on. Strapped in. Larry, don't be like Larry. Be strapped in. Be strap on. Right. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it lovely? Isn't it wonderful? Oh. Keith loves the tune. Come on, Eileen. Come on, Eileen. Where are we leaning to? Oh, come on, Court. Just tell us what's happening. Oh, there's volume. So the jury must be on the way in then. That means that the video's in then if he stood there. Right, I'll be back in a bit, people.
All right, we're waiting just a minute since we were in. As happens more often than not, when we call folks to come in from outside and we haven't been, while we were doing other things, then that person isn't ready to go. So here we are. Just go to that. Have a seat. Go have a seat. Now proceed, Your Honor. Go ahead. Mr. Barton, I remind you, you're still under oath, okay?
Yes, sir.
And Judge, at this time, I'm going to be playing Barton 1, July 24, 2018 interview with Mr. Barton. I'm going to start playing at 1 hour and 28 minutes and play to approximately 1 hour and 42 minutes.
he's a very loyal person, and it's taken us some time to get here, but in the interest of self-preservation, you know, you can either be in the witness box, or you can be in the.
You want to pause and have him identify. Was that Mr. Carter, your attorney, speaking?
I wasn't sure who it was. That's what I was trying to listen and see who it was.
Okay. Listen a little bit more, see if you can hear.
He's ready to talk about that conversation. But I asked him this before, leading up to that conversation. Had she ever indicated anything to you? Had she ever asked, had she ever given you any inkling or any
Do you hear that to be Bobby Carter?
Yes, sir.
indication that she intended to do him harm?
No, I have never heard that. I promise you, I have never heard that.
And that's you?
That's me.
Okay.
Before we start this, do you have any questions for me about anything?
No.
Can I just say a couple of things to you?
Sure.
That's Sergeant Pope.
Hope, yes.
Took us a while to get here, but nevertheless, that's just part of the business, and I want you to know that I understand your loyalty. And as I was telling him, it's quite refreshing because that's not present that much. But we did come up here for a purpose, and we came up here for this moment because not only do we believe it's a proper investigative technique, but we believe it's in your best interest. And as these things move out, sometimes they get ugly. And I think this is a situation that it might benefit you just to tell us about that. Also, I wanted to let you know what I told your lawyer, that I'm putting my name on the line too, because that's how confident I am in you and about what you're going to tell us. Okay. And through this process, we're not going to do anything to surprise you. And we kind of view this as you coming on our side of the table. Okay. And it may be uncomfortable, but I think it's something that needs to be done for yourself.
I think a reluctant witness is a truthful witness.
I would say that's a very strong and accurate statement. So at this point now, do you mind to take a phase and ask you? Okay.
Okay. You prepared to? I feel the best way to do this would be just to let you tell us what you want to tell us, and then if we have any questions at the end to fill in.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yes.
Well, you don't remember when the call was, but you remember the call.
Yes. I couldn't tell you. I honestly could not tell you the number of calls, the length of the calls, the time of the calls.
Would you like some?
Well, would you like to just start?
I think a lot of this, I will tell you that I think a lot of y'all's trouble getting out of him as he's testifying from memory, and y'all know the details of this.
I understand that. So I don't think we actually need to go through the time. I think because I don't want you to think we're putting you in a situation where we're trying to trip you up at this point. Is that accurate?
Absolutely not.
I want you to, could you maybe diagnose the first call that would be an interest to us, not the time or anything about what happened?
I think there was only one conversation that is what you're looking for.
Okay.
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 And it was the last conversation.
Okay.
And
Would it be safe to say there wasn't much talking after that?
no, that was the end of the conversation.
Okay.
And is that the last time you've spoken with her? No.
But I talked to her.
Yeah.
I talked to her I talk to her every day. But again, every day was just every day.
So when let's talk about that conversation that you feel was
probably the last minute of the last conversation. She said, Gary is in the burn pile. No, she said, he is in the burn pile. And I said, what? And she said, he's in the burn pile. And I said, do not say another word and do not tell me anything. I do not need to know.
Okay.
And that is everything,
that
period.
you discussed with her.
Period.
She didn't say anything about
Nothing before,
else?
nothing since. When I talked to her after that, it was, It was just like it was portrayed to y'all. We're looking for Gary, and
Did she say, okay, so there was we ain't gonna get the time, so there was a couple phone calls that, that was later than usual for y'all that night. Did she say anything about anything that was going on inside the house that night? Nothing between her?
I mean, no. I mean, like I said, what we talked about, and I could not tell you any specific other than the horses were out, and
She did tell you that.
yeah, that she had been out after the horses, and
Now I know
You think that's why was that her excuse for calling you that late?
probably she was up, she was awake, yeah. I mean, I didn't think anything about any of it until she said that, and then that's when I said.
So I want you to know, though, I don't want you to think I'm tripping you up. If there's anything else, this statement that you just gave us, in my opinion, is very damning for her. So there's no reason in holding back at this point.
No, then that's what this last.
If I'm going to give an ounce, I'm going to give a pound. That was all of it.
That was all of
That was everything that she said that had anything to do with whatever happened.
But that's pretty, I mean.
And I don't know what happened.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't know when happened or what happened.
And here's the thing, at the time that statement was made, you got to remember, he wasn't even reported as missing.
I agree with you.
Right.
Me and him's going to step out and talk.
Yeah, sure.
1 second, okay?
You know,
I want you to know I appreciate, we're fine with, I appreciate us getting to this point, though. I'm going to step outside and talk to him real quick.
I mean, that's your.
Just for the sake of attorney and client, our recorders are still going.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of people up here that wouldn't have reminded me of that. I mean, did you freak out? You freaked out. Yeah.
It was like,
A surreal.
yeah.
I've had things in this business that happened to me, and while they were happening, I thought this can't really be happening.
Yeah.
Kind of like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just couldn't, I was like, what?
We're not holding back at this point.
No, that's it.
That's enough.
Well, that's it. That's all there is.
I mean, did you feel like any of this was building? Looking back on it, those conversations.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, I didn't see that coming at all. Literally when the TBI showed up, I was just in shock because I was like,
That would have been a couple of days after that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That would have been, if she talked to you on Wednesday morning or Tuesday night, and they showed up at Friday
night.
afternoon.
The one for that day. We have specific ones for that day.
Yeah, I'll explain it. You just say which ones you want.
You explain it to me.
All right, so we'll go into specifics. I know you don't remember. Maybe this will help refresh your memory, okay?
And I want you to know we're not trying to in the specific time, because sometimes it gets muddied up in it. And out of curiosity, were you actually on Tylenol PM or anything like that? You were? Okay.
And Crown.
And what?
Crown Royal.
Okay. Would you say you were intoxicated?
Well, probably had been.
Were you groggy?
Yeah.
So that day there was.
But I think he wants to make clear to y'all that this was pretty much the last thing in the conversation that was said. So he would have had time to.
But I'm not trying to say, I'm not trying to say you're lying, because we're trying to build this foundation of trust, because we have had situations where we kind of caught you in.
Well, and they don't want to get surprised at trial. They don't want some lawyer picking up something at an angle that they've not covered with you.
You know what I'm saying? So was there anything else? Did she say, I hit him with an axe, or?
No. And I told Bobby, I said, I don't know. She didn't say anything about
the mechanics.
How, what, when, where,
so
nothing. Who?
When the TBI came up here to your door,
I was in shock.
But you were certain that Melody had murdered him.
Well, I'm still not certain, but
but she had knowledge.
The indicators were now, that.
I think the way you described this to me is it was almost surreal.
Yeah.
Like this is really happening.
Yeah.
Natural human curiosity, though, tells anyone that hears that statement that the logical next step is, what do you mean? Not, whoa, don't tell me nothing else.
Well.
So we're not accusing you of being a liar, but it's a hurdle we're going to have to overcome.
My assumption.
You understand that's going to be defense lawyer. The defense lawyer is going to cross-examine you about the context of that statement.
And he's looking way out in front. I'm going to call my supervisors when I leave here and they're what? And I'm going to have to explain to them.
That don't make no sense.
I'm going to have to explain to them your logic that I don't know. I can't interpret your logic.
Yes. Does that make sense?
So if that's not what you said, and you did say, I did say, what do you mean? Because
I just want you to know, we view this as you being on our side of the table.
I am, because I'm on my side of the table. And your side of the table is the side to be on.
They want to get out in front of cross-examination material. They don't want to be caught by surprise.
Well, and then we also, that is a very important, but we also want to be able to validate your statements to make that
they're going to have to sell you as a witness to the prosecutor.
And we still have to overcome the fact that out of a 6-7 month period of phone records, the night that Gary was killed is still the only night in the middle of the night that y'all are talking. And you say y'all just up talking about fucking and horses being out at 2 a.m. for an hour. I'm sorry, your 2:20 in the morning phone call was for 35 minutes.
That's a 35-minute conversation. So
is that 2:20 y'all's time or 2:20 ours?
I believe these are in Central
it's
Time.
our time.
Okay. Is it our time?
Whose records are those?
These are Melody's records.
They would be in our time,
Yeah.
most likely. So that'd be 1:20 your time. I feel like there might have been a little bit more to that conversation. Just out of my instinct.
If I was going to tell you this, I would tell you if there was anything else. I mean,
did she ask
this or this is the same thing?
Did she ask? Well, yeah, you're right when it's tipping the scale.
That's right.
To make the decision.
So if I'm going to step across the line, it's like being a little pregnant. You're either pregnant or you're not pregnant. I'm either across the line or not.
That's really a damn great analogy.
That's what was said. I said, don't tell me nothing I don't want to know. So did I assume the worst? Yes, I did. Obviously, I did.
Yeah. So in your own words, it's when she said he is in the burn pile, what was your assumption?
That she had something to do with him.
Yeah.
That he was dead and burning.
Because that he was dead and burning up.
Now, you said that he was obsessed with fire.
Oh, he was
I don't know how that plays into this.
No, I don't either.
Yeah, that's
always burning something.
Yeah,
always burning something. Yeah. So
that crazy people are obsessed with fire.
Yeah, but the evidence suggests that.
Yeah, I'm not.
Not. I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is that's what was said, and that's what I said.
And you said something to the effect what? When she said Gary's in the burn pile. Or he's in the burn pile.
He's in the burn pile. I said, don't say nothing else. Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Okay, so.
I'm stopping at 1 hour, 41 minutes, and 4 seconds. 1 hour, 41 minutes, and 4 seconds. I have nothing else, Your Honor.
I'm swear.
All right, Mr. Barton, my name is John Luke Weaver, and I, along with Michael Ray, represent Melody. I was going to ask you a lot of other questions before we get to this, but I really want to go ahead and start talking. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay?
That's better.
All
Thank
right.
you.
I want to go ahead and start talking about what was just played.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What was going on right there from your perspective?
I had already been back in my attorney, Bobby Carter's office, and we had talked because I was flipping out.
Flipping out?
Yes.
Could it have been? And I'm going to, Your Honor, can I go over to the board over here?
I'm going to be taking the mic.
Well, I'll be closer to him, so hopefully he can hear me. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
As I come closer?
Yes.
All right, so you were flipping out. Could it be safe to say that you were flipping out because you were interviewed 1, 2, this was the third interview, yes?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. And then you were interviewed at least 2 times after that. But weren't you actually interviewed? Were you interviewed 2 times in August of that year?
I thought there was more interviews than that.
Okay.
Yes,
So they wouldn't leave you alone, right?
correct.
All right. And didn't you say yesterday, and this one shocked me, and I vaguely remembered it myself, but they actually brought with them a warrant. Was this on the 10th or the 24th? They brought a warrant with your name on it
Correct.
for conspiracy to commit murder.
I do not recall what it was for because honestly, I really didn't look at it when it was scooted across the table to me.
Who scooted it?
I think Detective Hayes did. Not 100% sure, but I think Detective Hayes scooted it across the table and I just slid it sideways to Bobby.
Was that this interview or the interview before?
I don't recall which interview it was.
Okay. And so conspiracy to commit murder and concealing the death of another, was that what it was for?
Like I said, I honestly, I did not read it. I just gave it to Bobby.
But you knew what it was.
Well, Detective Hayes told me that it was a arrest warrant.
For you?
Yes.
Right. And they had also in these other interviews, in this interview, been talking about things like the death penalty, right?
Correct.
All right. And so you thought they were talking about you, right?
I think my name was mentioned.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So it's safe to say you were freaking out. Yes?
I was.
All right.
Very much.
So how did it come to pass that you and Mr. Carter decided, did you call them or did they call you for the 24th? How did this meeting happen?
I don't really know how we had the appointments that we did because I remember one time calling Bobby and say, I just saw Detective Hayes and Sergeant Pope in town.
Would that have been before the 24th or before the 10th?
Probably before the 24th.
Okay.
But that's just a guess. I just remember that happening.
All right. So, and the jury's now heard this snippet of this very long interview, but I think the word self-preservation was used in this interview. You remember that? Self-preservation? That's for you?
For me, I said that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, did you hear that in this interview just now?
I did not hear that in this.
Okay.
But
did you also hear that your attorney kept saying about you being on this side of the table and not this side of the table?
yes.
All right. And then you said this is the side of the table to be on, right?
Right.
Right. Because you were terrified of being charged with something.
Beyond my belief.
All right. And so you felt compelled to give them something even if it wasn't true, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you tried to clear that up, correct?
I did.
And I think you wanted to clear that up as of roughly October or November of 2018, right?
That's correct.
But your lawyer said no.
Exactly. You're right.
He said, don't poke the bear, right?
That's exactly what he said.
That's exactly what he said.
Yes, sir.
Because Bobby Carter's job was to defend you, right?
He reminded me of that regular.
Not her, right?
That is correct.
So throwing her under the bus to save you is something that Bobby Carter would obviously be willing to do, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's back up. I just thought we needed to answer some of those questions based on the recording that was just played.
Yes, sir.
Out of nowhere.
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's go back to 2014.
Okay.
All right. So Martha Jane and your dad was still living, yes?
Yes. He passed away in
2014. But he was getting sick at that time.
He had Alzheimer's for about 7 years. Had over the last several years prior to 2014, had a number of mini strokes. And then whatever time this part of it started, March, maybe, he had a bigger stroke that put him in the hospital and then the nursing homes, and he never came home after that.
Okay. So Melody would be coming up because I believe the words you used yesterday Melody was more like a daughter to Martha Jane.
That is correct.
Because Melody doesn't have a very large family, correct?
And she has a very small family.
Right. In her extent, she has a number of children, but as far as cousins, aunts, uncles, all that, she doesn't really have it, right?
Right.
Okay. So she would come up and take Martha Jane to Nashville regular. Yes?
Which is where she was when Daddy had the stroke. Her and Martha were in Nashville.
Okay. And would she take your daddy to the doctor too? Help take care of him?
You're talking about during this period?
During that period of time, yeah.
Well, yes, because if I couldn't do something, Daddy was only moved, I guess, ambulance to the hospital. And then actually she and I moved Daddy from one nursing home to the second. I don't remember how he got from the hospital to the first nursing home, but then from the first nursing home to the second nursing home, well, I think that's right. We put him in, I believe, her vehicle and swapped nursing homes. But yes, she helped in every way.
Every way. So would it be fair to qualify Melody as a caring person?
Very much so.
The kind of person that goes out of her way to help others around her.
She drove from Atlanta to Tullahoma to pick up Martha and then drive to Nashville.
Regularly.
Regular.
Okay.
And I think one time had just got back home and Martha called her and she repacked a bag and turned around and drove right back to Tullahoma.
Okay. And she would do that all the time?
Yes, sir.
All right, moving forward. So about that's roughly the time you guys started having a relationship, right?
Yes, sir.
And yesterday, and you used these words, you thought they had an open marriage from everything that you saw. Gary did his stuff. She did her stuff, right?
Yes, sir.
Why did you believe it to be that way?
Because she came in with as she wanted, and most of it I heard from her, but that was kind of how I knew.
Okay, but Gary did the same thing from what you understood?
Yes.
Okay. In fact, you guys went to that wedding in 2016, Emily's wedding. Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
All right. And I believe yesterday a picture was shown to you. Did you see a picture of you at the wedding?
I don't remember seeing
All right.
anything.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll pull it up. Who was that admitted through, Michael? So this wedding, you remember?
Yes.
All right, this is you in the background here.
Yes.
That's Dancing with Melody. Can you tell? I mean, it's okay if you can't.
Yeah, I'd say yes.
Okay. All right, here you are, Dancing with Melody again. Looks like a snippet of a picture shortly after the last picture. Same thing right there. And you're over here, actually. Is this you right here?
Yes.
In Payne 7 with Sherry Cooper?
Yes.
All right. So you were dancing with other people, having a good time.
Yes.
All right. This is you with Chad Bruce. Do you remember him at all?
I do. He went and got me a beer.
All right. And looked like he had another one for himself right there. Two of them, exactly. And is this Sherry Cooper right here?
Yes, it is.
Do we know who this person is?
I do not.
Okay. And that's you dancing.
Not the prettiest face, but yes, that's me.
Not the best moves, but I don't have them either. All right. So this is you right here lighting sparklers.
Yes, sir.
Is this Sherry Cooper?
I believe so.
All right. And is this Gary Farris right here next to you?
It is.
All right. So Gary Farris, was he yelling and screaming at you at that wedding?
No, sir. We were all drinking, having a good time.
Well, what do you mean?
Everybody was having a good time. I mean, we're lighting sparklers together.
All right. Did y'all have any other conversations that day? Were y'all?
Oh, I'm sure we did, but
Yeah.
nothing out of the way. Everything was quite congenial.
All right. So he never had any crosswords with you?
Not a one.
All right. Now, I want to say something about, yesterday, you said, well, yeah, we weren't. It's almost. I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. So, you're from the South, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So y'all are having an extramarital relationship. Yes.
Yes.
Right. Though you believe their marriage to be something that allowed that kind of thing, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. But in the South, you wouldn't put that kind of thing on the front porch, would you?
No, sir.
You put it on the back porch.
Correct.
So at the wedding, you didn't flaunt that kind of thing in front of the kids, right?
No, we did not.
But you understood that Gary probably knew about it, right?
Yes.
All right. So yesterday too, the state talked to you a little bit about what you thought you knew about Gary's health, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you know he had these spells? Had you
Yes,
ever heard that phrase?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I think you used the word esophageal cancer, but is it also not reasonable if you hear somebody having intestinal bleeding or bleeding that you could construe esophageal cancer, even though you maybe never heard those words out of her mouth?
Yeah, that would probably have been my term for what it was. I think I guessed at that what it would be because, again, I had
that was your guess.
That was my guess.
Yeah.
But I had a close friend that had it, and he did throw up blood. So
that was just kind of your thought. You know, you had a close friend. Maybe that made sense.
Yes.
Okay. And you knew he'd been in the hospital.
Yes.
And you knew he would have these spells, of course.
Yes.
All right. So not a healthy guy.
No.
All right. You never got the feeling that Melody was poisoning him or anything, do you?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay. She didn't talk to you about anything like that, did you?
No, sir.
Okay. The state brought up y'all's 6-month plan, which I believe yesterday was the first time you'd heard about a 6-month plan. If Gary were to pass, do you remember anything about that?
I remember it said when there was one of the interviews, I think with Detective Hayes and Sergeant Pope.
Okay. So what do you know about this 6-month plan?
There was no hard plan for anything, as far as ever getting married or ever even being together. But it was said, he asked a question, I believe, and I didn't answer immediately, and he answered, or he said, like 6 months, and I think I said yes.
Okay. All right. Well, let's just kind of talk about the nature of y'all's relationship.
Yeah.
Y'all were obviously close, and you obviously loved her. You testified to that.
Correct.
Right? But you also had another girlfriend at the time.
I did.
What was her name?
Christina Grant.
All right. So Christina Grant. Y'all were pretty close too.
Yes, we are.
Are y'all still together?
No.
All right. But back at that time, y'all were.
Yes.
So you seeing 2 women?
I was.
All right. Now, and I'm not trying to put any words in your mouth or make any accusations towards you, but sometimes men have been known to say things to multiple women to get to keep both women. Would that be fair that you were doing that back then?
I've heard of that.
You heard of that? Okay. So sometimes you might say things to keep both of your girlfriends.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So I want to go back to that email in 2017. And this is, of course, after y'all went to Jamaica. So I guess Christina found out about that. She got jealous.
Yes.
But did Gary ever reach out to you?
Never.
Okay. And did you just knew Christina was upset?
Yes.
All right. Did you know of Gary and Christina having any contact after that?
I didn't know of it.
What do you mean?
I just kind of had a thought.
What's your thought? Can you go ahead and tell me?
Yeah, I thought that they probably got together.
You thought they got together?
Yes.
They went up to Nashville together?
I don't know.
Had an overnight trip? Have you heard of that?
I don't know. That was kind of she got to where she would be disappearing, and I kind of figured that might have been what it was.
Interesting.
Because I know that she had Gary's information.
Okay. So I'm gonna bounce back around. I do that, and I'm sorry I can't stay in line. the district attorney's office, they've got their nice notebooks and they're constantly in order, and I'm disordered. That's why I get to be a defense attorney. But I want to go back to these interviews over here. So they come to your house. This is at Bobby Carter's office. All the other interviews are at Bobby Carter's office.
Yes,
right?
sir.
That's Judge Carter. He's a judge now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Coffee County.
Correct.
And at which one of these interviews did they decide to tell you they were going to bug her?
I don't remember. I want to say that it was probably either that July 24th or August the 2nd, but I'm not sure which one it was.
Okay. What do you think about that?
I was wanting to do anything I could to help. I mean, I wanted to show them I didn't know anything. I had, was no involvement, and I would do what I could
Protecting
do.
yourself.
Yes.
Staying on that side of the table and not that side of the table, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you did this, and at first you didn't do the recording on the recorder. Why did you decide to tell Melody about that?
I don't know. I just, at the moment, it was like, very early on. I don't remember what day that was, but I had tried to use that recorder. You got to hold it up with your phone and put it this way and that way. And it was awkward. And then when I saw her, I just said, they'd give me a recorder. They want me to record our phone calls.
Okay. I do want to talk about one other thing. Going back to the 9th, right the day before the 10th of July. Okay. And that's when the statement about the burn pile and all that, I believe that's what you said in 2019 actually happened, right? The statement that you say that you changed the time when that happened, you say that happened on the 9th of July? Or when did that happen?
I don't know the date.
Okay.
I just know that I had gone to Martha's house and was talking to her.
This was at Martha's house.
Yes.
That's when it happened.
Yes.
Okay. All right. We're going to talk more about that. But let's go back to these recordings.
Okay.
So then you start recording her on these Call-Yos, which is this app on your phone. Like you got a phone, you get your phone out, you call her. Do you call her through the app, or how did that work? Tell me how it worked.
Seemed like I had to dial, for me to call her, it seemed like I had to dial a number, and then it went through, you could hear it going through a system or something. And then when it came in, it came in as like a recording, and then you had to answer it, and then it was her.
Okay.
Didn't know which way it was going.
All right.
That's been
right. It's been about 5 years.
More
than that, between 6 and 5 years, because you did it through 2019. So you did it for almost an entire year.
Well, from the latter, we'll say August.
Sure.
Of 18 till would have been June of 19.
You recorded her.
Well, they did.
Right.
Yeah.
And in all of these phone calls, because they've been provided to us, but in all of these phone calls, did she ever confess to anything?
No, sir.
All right. And in fact, in these phone calls, would she talk about who she thought actually did this?
Yes, sir.
And who are those two people?
Scott and
Right.
Chris, her
So
sons.
that's what these phone calls were mostly about, right? A lot of the time.
It was part of the conversation at times, yes. I don't remember how often.
And did she show concern that the state wasn't investigating the people she believed perpetrated this crime?
Yes.
All right. And y'all talked about that a lot. Of course, you also talked about the normal stuff. I love you, all those things. And that's just a very simple, by the way. All that means is everything, all of it. We're going to make it through all of it.
Yes, sir.
Because that started back when you were taking care of Martha Jane and your dad.
That's correct.
And that's when y'all first fell in love.
That's correct.
No top secret meaning to all.
No.
Okay. So in all those phone calls, nothing.
Nothing.
But then you said too, because I mean, you know how the whole thing looked. You went, got her. I think you got her a burner phone. That's the word he uses.
Yes.
What do you call those phones?
Straight talk.
Straight talk phone. All right, straight talk phone. Go to Walmart, get a straight talk phone. You gave it to her because you wanted to see if maybe you could get something out of her.
That's correct.
Because at the end of the day, you were dating her, and you didn't want to be with somebody that killed her husband, right?
That's correct.
That's right.
That's right.
So you did this, and in all those interviews, all those times that you were questioning her, did she confess to murder?
Never.
Who did she still maintain did this, in her opinion, best she could tell?
Chris and Scott.
Okay. Because let's talk about, can you remember some of the odd and strange things Chris and Scott were doing throughout 2018 and 2019? Do you remember any of that when y'all were talking on the phone?
She had told me about some instances with both of them.
Could you tell the jury?
One time, I don't remember the circumstances, but Chris came to the house and threatened to beat her unrecognizable and stand over her grave and watch them lower her into the grave.
Okay. That's concerning. Anything else? What about Scott? What were some of the things Scott was doing on the property?
Scott stayed gone a lot. He'd go play golf, and that's what I was told. Scott would go play golf. He'd be gone. He'd come in and just explode over nothing.
On his mama.
Yes. Yes, on his mama.
Right. So he was showing a lot of anger towards his mama through 2018,
Yes.
2019. Yes. What about the assets, the family assets and the property? What was Scott doing? Can you remember? And it's okay if you can't, but just what you can.
Oh, the only thing that I know was, that Scott would come over and get a debit card, credit card, whichever it was from Melody, or sometimes from Gary, just so he could go do something.
So mentioning the credit card. So this credit card that she had from you, that goes back years, right?
Yes.
Tell the jury about that.
It started, I gave it to her, I think initially, back when we first started with Dad and Martha, in case she had to pay for something, because I think, like I said yesterday, she had to handle the septic tank people coming out and digging up the backyard and pumping the septic tank. And because I was at work, and if there was anything that she had to pay for, she would have my credit card. But she never did have to use it even for that. But she had it for that. Plus, like I said, also that Gary had at times cut the credit cards off to her, to all of them, I assumed.
Do that to everybody in the family, right?
Yes. Yeah. But that way she would have something to just not be like be in Tullahoma or be in Nashville and not be able to get something to eat or gas. But again, she never did use it, not a single time in all those years.
Which I'm not saying you know anything about Georgia law and divorce and who owns what in a marriage. But how about this? When you were married before,
Yes.
I think you were married for 36 years.
Yes.
All right. Every dollar that you had, that was also your wife's money too, right?
That's correct.
That's how that works, right?
Hers wasn't mine, but mine was hers.
Right. But that money was also Melody's too. That she could have had access to.
Yes.
That's her money.
Yes.
All right. And she knew that, correct?
Oh, yes.
And she bought for her house. I mean, had you ever been to the Purcell Lane house?
No.
Had you ever seen any pictures of it?
Yes.
So would you say it was beautiful?
Oh, yeah. Southern living, beautiful.
You would say Melody pretty much bought anything she wanted for that house.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And clothing she wanted as well, right?
Yes.
So she didn't want for anything. Old Southern phrase. She didn't want for anything, did she?
That's exactly right. No, she did not.
Okay. So even though maybe Gary would keep up with where she was going sometimes, did you even know anything about that?
I think that if she spent, and I don't remember the exact dollar, but it was either 25 or 35 or something like that, he got a notification.
But she still got to buy anything she wanted.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't matter whether it was $35 or $350 or whatever.
Or $3,500.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
Okay.
No.
I want to talk to you too. Did you talk with Melody through all this time about just some basics of, certainly there was some concern here, but we're talking about a lady that y'all were together. How big is she?
She's little.
She's a little lady.
Yes.
And then her two sons, they're giants. They're big guys.
Yes, they're bigger than me.
All right. So, and I think you've mentioned some concern about that too, their size, when you were around them. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Y'all would talk about the fact that they're so large and she's so small and there's no way she could have done this, right?
Correct.
Just from the sheer basics of this case.
Yeah.
I want to talk a little bit. I've done it because sometimes I get a little heated and I'm trying to calm back down. Because I don't want words ever getting put in your mouth, Rusty. I want you to be able to talk and tell the story to this jury because you were the one there and you were the one that lived it. So I want you to explain what was around. So obviously she was in custody at that point, but in June of 2019, we call it recant, but you're not really recanting. You're just trying to better explain what she said to you, right? And when she said it.
But what was said was not changed. It was just when it was said.
Okay. So just to kind of better explain that to the jury, because that's a lot of what this case is coming down to. The district attorney is putting their case on the words that come out of your mouth.
Right.
So I need you to explain those words to that jury right there.
She said those words to me.
Okay.
I heard them. I just, in my confusion and pressure of, I got to do something, they're going to arrest me. They're going to ruin my name. They're going to put me, line me up. It came out because Bobby didn't even know I was going to say that.
Bobby didn't even know?
No.
So that's just what you felt like you had to do to preserve yourself?
Yes.
But then you tried to explain later that, yes, she told you about that, but that was after Gary was already found, right?
Yes.
Okay. She's in custody sometime around the preliminary hearing. A video or a recording was played yesterday where y'all are talking about a chess game.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, and I believe they're talking about Michael. Y'all are talking about Michael. And it just kind of struck my mind. Us lawyers, we call strategy in cases chess games. So it sounded like you guys were, tell me if I'm wrong, but y'all are already using the language of the strategy of a case. It's like a chess game, yes?
Yes.
That's what that's about.
It was, as you put it, this side of the table and that side of the table. They're playing chess.
Okay. And speaking of lawyers, because there's been a lot of lawyers in this case and a lot of district attorneys and a lot of defense attorneys. Once upon a time, she had Manny Aurora, but Manny Aurora told everybody to stop talking, right?
Yes.
In fact, I think that's pretty good legal advice. I can go get out my card, and on the back of my card, it says, what tips on talking to the police? Don't do it, right? Yeah, I didn't give you my
your
card,
cards.
but I'll give it to you, and that's what it says. And that's what Melody was trying to do, was to tell you that Manny said everybody's got to stop talking. Yes?
That is correct.
That'd be some pretty good legal advice, wouldn't it?
I think so. Hindsight, yes.
Because here you are, things that you felt like you just had to say to protect yourself has gotten you in front of that jury right here and her sitting right over there, right?
Yes, sir.
And going to that in that recording about, if you keep talking, I keep pointing up at that because that's where the sound comes from. But they're recording yesterday of her in jail. And she said, oh, I didn't do this. And you said, well, I know, honey. But if you keep talking, you're going to hang me. You remember that?
Yes, sir.
You understood that to mean with just talking, it doesn't do any good, does it? Because here we are. Has it done any good?
No, sir.
So on the 24th day of June 2018, that was a lie about when that conversation happened with Melody.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I appreciate you for being honest about that. I appreciate you for coming down here and being honest, because you don't want to be here, right?
No, sir.
This has probably been the worst experience of your life, has it not?
Ever.
You're under oath right now, I remind you.
Yes, sir.
And you seem like a kind of guy that takes an oath pretty serious, don't you?
Yes, sir.
And you swore to God to tell the truth to this jury, have you not?
I did.
And right now, you're telling the truth to this jury?
I am.
And you tried to tell the truth to this law enforcement officer sooner than June the 25th of 2029, did you not?
I did.
But you didn't want to poke the bear.
That's what Bobby said.
Your Honor, if I may have 1 minute. I'm not done. I want to talk about your guns. I want to go back and talk about the gun. Sorry. I'm sorry. We can take a break. We can take a break.
Can we have a minute?
All right. I was going to let you wrap up and then let's take a break. We'll take one.
How long you?
Can you make it 5 minutes?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Let's keep going for 5 minutes.
How about this? Just let him break. Let the man break.
All right, we'll break.
Am I breaking?
Yeah.
Take that off.
Yeah, y'all are breaking. Yes. We're just going to sit here in awkward silence for the next 6.5 minutes.
Are y'all gonna?
Y'all come over here for a second.
Right. I mean, I went to the toilet, so I don't know what happened there. Are they on a break now, are they? Rusty wanted a break. 5 minute break. Okay, fine. Fine. Thank you, everybody. Oh, am I Darth Vader, am I? Rusty had to pee. What kind of pee, though? What kind of pee is he going for? Is he going for a Sarah P, Sarah P, Sarah P, 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 Sarah P, Sarah P, Sarah P is lovely. Is it that kind of pee? Rusty P, Rusty P, Rusty, Rusty, Rusty P, Rusty P, Rusty P, Rusty, Rusty wants a pee. I might, Darth Vader, is that Robin G? That's not me though, is it? Anyway, hello to everybody. I had too much coffee. That's where I went. I went for a PPP. Was as good segue it was, yeah. Piddle. Hey, Sarah P. Hello, Mexi Texi. Mexi Texi, she's so sexy. Dee. I'm joking, Mexi. How you doing, my darling? As long as it doesn't burn, any pee is good, yes. That's the worst kind of pee, isn't it? When it burns. It burned my pee, it burns. That's not good. When you come back on, your breathing reminded me of Darth Vader. Yeah, because I was running back. I was like, oh shit. What's going on? I didn't know I was out of breath or anything. It's driving me crazy. This trial is. Crystal's had enough because it's driving her crazy. It's driving Crystal. It's driving her crazy. Crystal, this trial is driving me crazy. Robin G, you crack me up. Robin G, chasing all the men. Robin G, wants all the men. D. Hello, Brenda. Hello, Brenda. Anderson, son. How are we doing, Brenda? Hope you're well. I'll be right back. Gotta go check on YSL while we are on break here. There you go, Katie. Don't you worry. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. So 71 people here. How many likes have we got? We've got 64 likes. So some people haven't liked the vid stream yet. If you can please like it, that'd be fantastic. We got 2 members. Who's the 2 members? Oh, Sasmas, yes. And Amy, sorry, I forgot Amy gifted one. Amy, oh Amy. Di's go for colonoscopy. Die the druid. Die the druid. Yeah, we're subscribers wise, we're back down to 10,999. I have surpassed 11,000 probably 12 times now, and each time it goes back down to 10,999, and it goes down, and then goes back up, and then goes back down. So I don't celebrate 11,000 because I can't get over the hump. I can't. I won't celebrate it until it's over 11,100 or something because I can't do it. That's what she said, baby. So, worst way up and down. You're right, Gary. In the worst way possible. Crystal, let's go down there and shake the truth out of Melody and probably get arrested. I don't know. I think there's a lot to this story. I don't know. Danielle, no, you didn't. Well, maybe you did. I don't know, but doesn't matter. It's fine. It's all good. Oh, from the skies. Thank you so much to Lady Di. Look at that. Thank you, my darling. Congratulations to Deborah Breach, Orion Boom, Slow Southern Style, Christina Shepherd, Lindsay Tyler, Cilioma, KM Hines. Oh, Hinesy, Dr. Hines got one. Lisa Milks, Janet L, Cheryl Butler. Thank you so much to you, Lady Di. Now stop you. Do you know what? It wasn't that I was whining about. I mean, hey, I never turned down gifted membership. It's not the memberships, Lady Di. It's the subscribers. It's the subscribers, my darling. That's nothing to do with memberships. But I'm not gonna say no to that. Thank you so much. That really does help. Thank you so much. But yeah, no, it's not memberships I was talking about. It's the subscribers. I can't get over the 11,000. I can't do it. But thank you, my darling. That just got us 10 free memberships. Happy days. Thank you, Lady Di. Oh, okay, you want to picture me. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, my Amazon deliveries arrived. Oh, right. I need to go and collect my Amazon deliveries. It's not for me. It's compression socks for my mother. So let me just go get that. Welcome, new members. Oh, I'll be back now. Ba, 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 ba. Here we go. Dana Leonard unsubscribed again. You bastard. No Daffodil Vix. I know. I don't understand why. I don't understand why though. Anyway, I had to get that delivery because it's compression socks for my mother, so I had to go and get them. I'll pop up and give it to her in a bit. So there you go. Unsubscribe again, Dana. Yeah, it's hard. I don't understand it. There's a few people there that got it that do normally pop in, but no, I don't get it. I don't get it. Be happy. Oh. I thought I paused it or something. It's biased against my friends in chat. Hey, it might be. It might be. The only thing is, though, then you can't chat then. You can't chat, as some people find out. Because Danielle went off earlier on. She did it earlier on, and then she figured out she couldn't chat then for 5 minutes. Jeepers. It's all good. It's just for the last like 2-3 weeks I have been over 11,000. I just don't celebrate it. It is what it is. Or what I should do is celebrate it with a stream. Oh, we got 11,001 people right now. How long is that going to last for? So 11,001 people. I should do I should what do you call it? Do a celebration stream every time I hit 11,000. I'd have one every day. That'd be annoying. We'll see if it lasts or not. Then I may get work done. You wouldn't. You find something else to talk about. I know you by now, Lady Di. You're a talker. You get distracted easily. Jesus, my hairdresser talked too much today. Couldn't even listen. Great. The Wheel of Death. Oh no, we don't want the Wheel of Death. Oh, don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now. It's me, Josie. And I cry if I want to, cry if I want to. It's me, Josie81. Beep, 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 beep. Damn, you describe me to you. I know you. Easily distracted, talks your hands off. And yeah, it doesn't matter what you do, you just be chatting anyway. So, lol. Lil G just made some pomegranate raspberry black tea. What the fuck? Pomegranate raspberry black tea instead of coffee. I'm not sure I could drink that. I don't think I could drink that. But I'm a coffee guy. I'm a coffee guy, by the way. So Daffy Tail sounds delicious. Yeah, it says prick. Not for long, Dana says. 11,001 people. Not for long. Oh, Dana cracks me up. Sounds delicious. I love raspberry pomegranate. I don't think I've tried pomegranate. Maybe that's why I'm a little bit off with it. I don't think I've tried pomegranate. Raspberry is delicious, but pomegranate I've never. I'll stick with Yorkshire tea, Daffy. Yeah, I'll stick with Tetley. Daffy Dill, cheats on me with Will. Daffy Dill, also likes Bill. Daffy Dill cheats on me with Will and Bill. Daffy Dill. That sounds fucking incredible. Hey, Potty Mouth. How you doing, Potty Mouth? How you doing, my darling? Nice. Heather, black tea with pomegranate popping, boba flavored passion fruit is the best. It's called. I don't think I don't like black tea. Do you know what I mean? I need milk in it. How say you missed it earlier when I was saying dirty things about Daffy and Dylan. Oh, and Lil G. Lil G, oh, Lil G, Lil G, Lil G, Lil G, Lil G, Little V, oh little V,
Little V, little V, oh little V, little V. Hello, Heather. Oh my God, so loud. They are paving right outside my house. No way, Deb. No. Yum, pomegranate. Yeah, I don't think I've tried it before. Dirty. Little G, dirty. Never. Never, never. Lol, I'm glad they're doing it. Okay, that's fine then. Deb, that's fine. Les, where do you get that tea? Dylan don't need no sticker help. It's still going on here too. I actually hear it right now. Stinking help. Rhode Island's on fire. Dab's hair is on fire. Yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Wow. They dig this. Did the digging now the paving? Oh, okay. Oh, they need to do the paving. Right, jury must be. Oh, here comes jury's in. Jury is in, people.
Go ahead.
Just briefly, Rusty, some things I missed there, but I want to clear up. So there was some talk in your cross-examination yesterday about guns, all the guns you own.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You didn't have any missing guns that you couldn't account for, right?
No, sir.
How about any guns that maybe Martha Jane had, right? Did she ever say she was missing a gun?
No.
All right. And any guns that you would have moved from your house, it was because of the children of your daughter or her husband?
Her husband.
Okay. But that's why things were moved around.
Well, there were no guns at their house, my daughter and her husband's house. I mean, I just didn't take guns in the house.
Because of respect for them?
Yes.
Okay. But none were missing?
No.
None unaccounted for?
No.
You let them search your property?
I did.
Okay. And let's go to your alibi. During that time period, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, in that time period, I mean, you presented receipts. I think you said you were at Walmart showing your pasta recipe. Is that right?
I went to Food Line.
Food Line, my bad.
Yes.
Okay, so you went to Food Line.
Yes.
And you were on video. You were in Tullahoma, Tennessee.
Yes.
Clear.
And
had they actually, and I don't know that they did, but it's all there. Anything you would have ever wanted to see on you would have shown you were in Tullahoma, Tennessee.
Yes.
Okay.
Then I went to Food Line twice that day.
Okay.
Detective Hayes actually reminded me of that during one of the interviews.
Okay. So they knew where you were.
Yes.
All right. Anything else, Mike? That's all I have for this witness, Judge.
You correct?
Yes, Your Honor, if I may. Rusty, I want to congratulate you. Your memory has improved greatly from yesterday to today, hasn't it?
I don't know. I thought we went over the same thing.
Who did you talk to last night about this case?
Nobody.
You have any conversations with anybody?
No, sir. Well, I had conversations. I talked to my daughter.
That was it?
Yeah.
Talk about the case?
No.
Did you defense counsel was asking questions and you were freely answering those questions and giving actually commentaries on stuff based on no evidence whatsoever. Isn't that right?
I don't know. I don't understand what you're saying.
Do you remember right at the moment, about 30 minutes ago, Mr. Weaver asked you about whether Gary and Christina were having an affair or relationship. Remember that?
Yes, sir.
And he asked you to pontificate about your opinion on that, correct?
Yes, sir.
You have no evidence whatsoever that Gary was having an affair with Christina, do you?
No, sir.
You're just speculating, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
You're just trying to help Melody, aren't you?
No, I was just saying, but that's what I said, wasn't it?
Well, you agree that they're trying to help Melody, right?
Sure.
Now, yesterday, did you wink at Melody?
No, sir.
You didn't make any facial expressions at her?
Not that I'm aware of. I've tried real hard not to.
You were looking at her about talking about that black diamond, though, weren't you?
I don't know.
Sir, a lot of questions were asked to you by defense counsel about, for example, what guns were missing or not missing from Martha James and other questions like that. And you agree with me that those are based on your word, what you say, right?
My word or what I was told, yes.
But it's based on your word whether or not to believe that. Is that correct?
I'm not following where you're
All right,
going.
let's see if you follow this. You agree with me that this jury has to decide your credibility, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming yes.
And when they ask questions about guns and things like that, you agree that your word is all that you have to prove that. Isn't that right?
Yes, I'm saying either what I know or what I've been told, or as we said, what I assumed.
And ultimately, the jury, you agree, is going to have to decide when you're telling the truth in this case. Is that true?
Yes.
But you would also agree that on July 24th, 2018, sitting for hours with your attorney, we have a recording of you saying, Melody told me Gary's in the burn pile. That's the only recording we have when it comes down to your word, right?
Yes.
Nothing further.
Okay, let's just briefly explain, because I know sometimes when Mr. Focus asks you things, do you understand everything he asks you?
I didn't, but I was trying.
Okay, you didn't, but you were trying. All right, let's do this. Number one, you've been in business for what? 50 plus years.
Yes, sir.
And what do you sell again?
John Deere construction equipment.
John Deere construction equipment. So to have those kind of relationships, you have to be a man of what?
My word.
A man of your word. Because if you promise something, it's got to happen. And if it don't happen, then that deal is over, right?
And future deals.
And they'll never call you again because you're old school kind of guy.
Yeah.
So you've told this jury what happened. You told it earlier about what you said on the 24th versus what you said a year later and everything.
Yes.
I remind you, sir, you are under oath. You are telling the truth.
Yes, sir.
That's all I have, Judge.
All right, you can sit down. Thank you.
Judge, may he be on call released so you go home, but subject to recall?
All right, you get called back, you got to come back down. All right.
Thank you, Honor.
All right, call your next witness.
State calls Sergeant Kuykendall.
He even shakes his hands. I mean, whew. I like Rusty as well, Deb. I like him as well.
If you could please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in the matter now pending before the court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, have a seat. If you could please introduce yourself to the jury and spell your full name for the court reporter, please.
Absolutely. My name is Sergeant Trent Kuykendall, and that's TRENT KUYKENDALL.
Sergeant, how are you employed?
I'm employed with the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office.
How long have you been employed there?
since 2011.
Can you tell the jury, are you a post-certified law enforcement officer?
Yes, ma'am.
What exactly does that mean?
It means I have been through basic mandate and I am post-certified through the state of Georgia. I got certified in 2007.
2007. Where were you between 2007 and 2011?
I worked for the University of Georgia Police Department where I achieved the rank of corporal and I was employed there for around 2.5 years.
Can you also tell the jury about your educational background?
Yes, ma'am. I have bachelor's degrees in psychology, criminal justice, and early childhood education.
All right.
Certainly.
Yeah, if you could scoot up a little bit closer too. All right, Sergeant. Were you employed with the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office on July 5th, 2018?
Yes, ma'am.
And in what capacity?
I was assigned to basically days persons, which was our major crimes unit.
And what was your title at that time?
Detective.
What's the difference between detective, investigator, sergeant, all of those titles?
Investigators are our deputy level investigators, and our detectives are specifically corporal level investigators, and you have sergeants who are the unit supervisors.
So you were a detective in 2018?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sergeant now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I just want to make sure I have your titles accurate. Were you called out to 2155 Purcell Lane on July 5th, 2018?
Yes, ma'am.
Around what time?
It was around, we arrived on scene at around 1:30, and I believe we left just after 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
I'm sorry, you left when?
Just after 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and got there about 1:30.
I see what you're saying. Okay. When you arrived on scene, what was the first thing you did?
When we arrived on scene, we initially got directed towards the back of the residence. On the way there, we met with Lieutenant Simmons and were briefed on some of the basic information that was known at the time.
So what was the information that you had that you were briefed on prior to walking into the scene?
Essentially, we knew that one of the individuals that lived at the house, his name was Gary, he was missing. Nobody had seen him in a few days. We knew that what were believed to be human remains were found on the fire that was in the back. We also knew that some people had already started talking about some concerning things when they were away from other members of the family, such as seeing blood in the basement near the stairs, and also there being a gun that was seen a few days before and now wasn't seen anymore. So that was some of the initial basic information we had been given.
So when you were briefed by Lieutenant Simmons, what did you do next?
I went and looked at basically the burn pile in the backyard where the human remains were believed to be at.
Did you contact anyone, anybody of your supervisors?
Certainly. After looking at the burn pile, I contacted Sergeant Hands, who was my supervisor at the time.
Okay. And was crime scene called out?
Yes, ma'am.
When you looked at the pile, the burn pile, and then called Sergeant Hands, how was this investigation being handled? What was it being handled as?
We look at all death investigations as potential homicides when we first get on scene and first start learning the information. Sometimes I can steer an investigation very quickly towards it. Basically, we get evidence and we get information, we start talking to the family, and it can steer investigations towards believing that the crimes are of a natural death or an accidental death. And in this particular case, we didn't have much information, so we were treating it like a homicide, but at the same time, we were just following our standard protocols as we would with any death investigation.
Did someone eventually get a search warrant for the residence?
Yes, ma'am.
Why would law enforcement want a search warrant for the residence at that point?
So that we have a legal grounds to search the residence and the curtilage and the property.
Once that was obtained, what were you tasked with doing on the scene?
The first thing I was actually tasked with doing was speaking with Scott Farris.
Speaking with who?
Scott.
Okay. How long did you speak with him for?
About an hour and a half.
And did you learn some information from him that allowed you to move forward and speak with someone else?
Yes, ma'am.
Who did you speak with after that?
Chris Farris.
And did Chris Farris share helpful information to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Was Scott Farris the one who had mentioned the concerning things that you had previously testified to?
Yes, ma'am.
Did Chris Farris share some concerning things?
He also did. Yes, ma'am.
Were you present when the fire detective Shane Daniels was there?
Yes, ma'am, I was.
And were you present when he checked Scott Farris and Melody Farris' hands?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you describe that process to the jury?
Certainly. He had several buckets and he had some swabs. I didn't get a good look at what specific types of swabs they were, but I did take photographs of him going through this process because it's not a process I was very familiar with myself because I'm not a fire investigator. So we went ahead and tried to document that via photographs, and I had also talked to Scott previously and got his consent to do this as well.
You were equipped with a camera?
Yes.
And you took photos throughout the night?
Yes, ma'am.
After standing with Shane Daniel when he checked Scott and Melody's hands, what was the next thing that you were tasked with?
The next thing I ended up doing was standing by with the tractor, waiting on a member of the crime scene unit to come and process it.
Why did you do that?
Because it was a significant distance away from the house. We wanted to make sure it was secured.
Why did you need to make sure it was secured?
So that nobody could go over it. Once we realized the value of it and that we needed to process it, we wanted to make sure that there was no potential that anything could have happened to it in the meantime.
So individuals that you interviewed had mentioned something about the tractor.
Yes, ma'am.
That interested you all.
Yes, ma'am.
In your investigation. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Okay. So you stood by to make sure nothing happened to it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, after standing by the tractor, what did you do next?
After the tractor was processed, I ended up back in the residence, and at one juncture, I asked the crime scene unit if I could assist with searching the basement area of the home. And when I did that, I did get permission to assist them. And when I did that, I found a projectile on the floor in the basement.
Sergeant, is this the projectile that you found? And I'm showing you Thrasher 280.
Yes, ma'am.
And is that the location in which you found it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you touch it?
No, ma'am.
Did you move it?
No, ma'am.
Did you feel your foot kick it?
No, I didn't.
Just a closer view. Is that exactly how you found it?
Yes, it is.
What did you do once you found it?
As soon as I found it, Lieutenant Ballard and Melanie Thrasher just so happened to be about 5 feet away from me, just on the other side of the chair next to the bar. And I immediately drew their attention to it so that they could collect it pursuant to their policies and procedures to maintain its forensic integrity.
Once you found that, did you kind of search the rest of the area close by to see if there were any other projectiles or any holes or anything like that?
As soon as I had found it, since they were right there and I got their attention, I let them handle more of that part of it. Because since I had found evidence, I didn't want to do anything that would jeopardize any other evidence in the location.
After you found the projectile, did you search any other rooms in the house?
Over the course of the evening, I had searched some other rooms in the house. I was following behind several other investigators. I wanted to search more, but just due to the nature of the investigation, as soon as I would start to begin to search a room, within moments, I'd be called away and ask a question or need to brief somebody on information I had. So I really didn't get the opportunity to search the house like I wanted to. But I did go back behind other investigators to research areas to see if we had missed anything. And I never found anything of note doing that.
How long were you on scene that night?
We were on scene till a decent bit after midnight.
After your task of being inside the home and doing that portion of the investigation, did your role move to interviewing witnesses at some point?
It did. Later that, it was a little after midnight, I ended up calling Chris again and speaking with him over the phone.
I want to move to the early morning of the 6th, so still the evening of the 5th. Did you speak with Scott and Melody?
That would have been on the 6th. Yes.
The early morning of the 6th, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you assisted Detective Hayes in those interviews?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
How many hours did that take?
Can I clarify one thing? I
course.
actually spoke with Scott by myself out in the parking lot, and then I went in and assisted Detective Hayes with interviewing Melody Farris in the conference room at the precinct.
Okay. And how long did that take?
I believe I spoke with Scott for about 15 minutes roughly, and then I ended up speaking with Melody for almost 4 hours.
And at some point during the 6th, did the crime scene open back up at the house?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And did you assist in securing that property once it was opened back up to the family?
Yes, ma'am. I did go back to the house prior to going to the precinct.
I want to go back to the house. You mentioned that you had taken some photos. Did you have the opportunity to take some photos in the kitchen of the kitchen counter, items that were on the kitchen counter?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. May I approach the witness, Your Honor? Sergeant, I'm showing you what has been previously marked as State's Exhibit Kuykendall 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go ahead and look at those for me. Do you recognize the items in those photos?
Yes, ma'am.
Are they fair and accurate depictions of the items that you saw in the home on the 5th?
Yes, they are.
State moves to tender into evidence states Kuykendall 1 through, what was the last number I gave you?
I believe it's 4.
4.
Objection? No objection.
All right, Sergeant, I want to go over those. Okay, what are we looking at in Kuykendall 1?
This is a picture of a debit card issued to Gary Farris, and on the right side you can see another financial transaction card which is also issued to Gary Farris. And in the bottom portion of the picture you can see the wallet of Melody Farris, which is where these cards came from.
Those are the cards pulled from this wallet.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to move to Kuykendall 2. And is this just a better photo of what was the contents of the wallet?
Yes.
And 3, Kuykendall 3, what are we looking at here?
That is an American City Bank card issued to a Roy Barton.
And at the time, did anyone know who Roy Barton was?
No, ma'am.
And the last one, is this the back of that same card?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and that's Kuykendall 4. Were those collected and taken in evidence?
The Visa card assigned to Roy was taken into evidence, but I don't believe the other financial transaction cards were.
And at that point, had any family members expressed suspicion of their mother seeing someone else besides Gary Farris?
Yes, ma'am, they have.
May I approach the witness, Your Honor? I'm going to mark this as Kuykendall 9. I believe that's what this is. Judge, can we? Well, yeah, that's 9. Kuykendall 9. Okay. No, my fault. Sergeant, do you recognize Kuykendall 9?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you recognize that?
It's the card that was taken out of Melody Farris's wallet.
State moves to tender Kuykendall 9.
No objection.
All right, submitted.
This is the physical card that was taken into evidence that states Roy Barton.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so then you spend several hours interviewing Melody Farris on the 6th.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And you and Detective Hayes, was he in the room with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And at any point, was she threatened or promised anything? Did you expose a weapon, handcuffs, anything like that?
No, ma'am.
Was she under arrest at the time?
No, she wasn't.
I want to talk about the following day, the 7th, and we have a calendar there if it helps. July 7th, 2018. You mentioned earlier in your testimony that you were tasked with calling witnesses. Was this when you called Chris Farris?
It was.
What is it that you called him about?
We were calling to reestablish communication and potentially talk to him some more. I'm not exactly sure what our goal in that was, but I did call him and try to get in touch with him and Jenna.
Okay.
Who is his wife.
And did Chris or Jenna ever call you back?
Not at that time, no.
Not at that time. Did you eventually speak with Jenna Farris?
I did.
When was that?
I believe I specifically spoke with her on Tuesday the 10th.
Did you ever speak with Chris Farris again?
Briefly on the 26th, they had reached back out to Detective Hayes, Scott and Chris did, to reestablish communication after not communicating with us for a while. And he had started that interview. It had gone on for, I guess, an hour or two before I was able to enter the room. And I came in just to see if I could be of any assistance to Detective Hayes.
And that was later on in the month?
Yes, ma'am. I think that was the 26th of July.
Okay. Let's keep talking about the 7th, see what else you did in this case. After leaving those voicemails, did you reach out to anyone else?
I got with Sergeant Pope, and we went to try to find several other people that we needed to speak to. The first of that was Terry Braswell.
Okay, and who was Terry Braswell?
He was a friend of Melody's.
Did he live nearby?
He did.
After speaking with Mr. Braswell, what did you find out from Mr. Braswell that assisted in follow-up?
In speaking with him, several things. He had gotten some phone calls from Melody Farris, so we spoke about that. In particular, we realized when looking at his phone that he had 2 phone numbers for Melody, and we obtained his consent to meet him back at the Free Home Precinct to forensically analyze his phone, which he consented to.
Which was done?
Yes, ma'am.
After obtaining that information from Mr. Braswell on the 7th, what did you do next?
We went and found Sherry Cooper, or also known as Sharon Cooper.
Who's we?
Sergeant Pope, I'm sorry.
Where did you go to do that?
At her house.
How long did you speak with, was she home?
She was.
And how long did you speak with her?
It was over an hour. I don't remember the exact time.
Karen may approach the witness. Sergeant, I'm showing you what's been previously marked as State's Exhibit Kuykendall 5 through 8. Can you please look at those for me? Do you recognize those photos?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you either the one who took them or were you there when they were taken?
Yes, I was specifically the one who took these pictures.
Okay, and are those fair and accurate representation of the items within them?
Yes, ma'am.
State moves to tender those exhibits.
No objection. All right, they're good.
All right, Sergeant, I'm gonna walk you through those. We'll start with Kuykendall 5. What are we looking at here?
That's a picture of the front of Sherry's residence with Sherry in the picture and her cell phone.
Okay. Is this on the day that you spoke with her on July 7th of 2018?
Yes, ma'am.
And
That's
is that the date?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What are we looking at in Kuykendall 7?
That's her home screen.
And it was it late at night? 8:23 p.m.?
It was pretty late.
Did this case have people working long hours?
It did.
All right. And what are we looking at in Kuykendall 8?
We were looking at a picture of Melody Walker, who is Melody Farris. And those are the 2 contact numbers that Sherry had for Melody in her phone.
Okay, so Sherry also had 2 numbers.
Yes, ma'am.
So far, Sherry and Terry both had 2 phone numbers for Miss Farris.
Yes, they both did.
And did the family at this point, was the family expressing that she possibly had a second phone?
Yes, ma'am.
So that was of interest to you?
It was.
Did Sherry Cooper, was she able to confirm some other concerns of the family of an affair that Melody was having?
She did, yes, ma'am.
She corroborated some of that information for you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And after you eventually left Miss Cooper's home, did she reach back out to you at any point?
She did. She had communicated with me the next day. We ended up playing phone tag, and I ended up actually being able to get her on the phone. And I was at home. I was not working, but talking to her was very important. So I'd actually gone and sat in my car, and I was able to speak with her for a little bit about some other things she had remembered that she wanted to make sure we knew about.
So she remembered stuff and wanted to reach back out to you?
Yes, ma'am.
And at that time, was she able to shed light on Melody's state of mind in her marriage?
Yes, ma'am.
Was that helpful to your investigation?
It was.
All right, I want to talk about July 9th. When it pertains to this case, what did you do on the 9th?
In particular, I had been given some names of people to contact that had reached out to us as part of the neighborhood canvas, in particular, Joanna Newton and also Frank Allen and his wife.
Okay, and did you also make a call to Hampton Golf Village?
I did.
Why did you do that?
That's where Scott said that he had played golf on the morning of July 4th at about 7:30. He said there was a tee time where he played with Ted and Philip, which were his friends. So I called to see if they would have video of that, to also see if anybody could verify that there was, in fact, that golf game plan scheduled and the manner in which it was scheduled and things like that.
Did they eventually get back to you?
Yes.
When?
I spoke to Trevor Cross, who was the assistant golf pro that day. And I got called a few days later. I believe it was on Wednesday, the 11th. The head golf pro had called me as well and had mentioned that he had seen Philip.
Philip Samples?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that who was with Scott that day?
Yes.
All right. And then
And that gentleman's name was Sean Kelly that called me on the 11th as well.
On the 11th.
Yes.
Okay, you're kind of trailing off a little. I need you to keep it up. Keep your voice up. Thank you. Okay, so there was a day in between on July 10th. What were you tasked with doing on the 10th?
On the 10th, I had followed up with speaking with Beth Braswell, who is Terry's ex-wife. That's where Ella and Emma were having a play date in Forsyth County. And Chris had dropped Ella off to play with Emma on the 3rd, and I was just following up with that information that I had gotten through my interviews to corroborate that that is in fact how it went and how that got established.
Where Ella spent the night?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And did you speak with anyone else on that, on July 10th regarding this case?
I did. I spoke with a John Lambert, who was a service technician who had done automation work at the home.
Okay. And who else did you speak with that day?
That afternoon, I had spoken with Jenna Farris.
And without really telling me anything that Jenna had said, they've already heard from her, but how was that conversation?
It was a good conversation. I got a lot of information from her in terms of corroborating the story and basically the timeline that Chris had given me. That was one of my main goals.
Here we go, here we go, here we go, go, go. Sorry, people, I'm falling asleep. That's why I'm off screen. I don't know what just happened there.
All right. Was it a shorter conversation?
Let me give him.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's give him some direction. Let's don't talk about what anyone else said. Let's don't put your opinion as to what was confirmed, not confirmed, established, or anything else based upon what anyone else told you. Just don't say it. Just stick to the question and don't comment on what anyone else told you unless there's a specific reason and Ms. Frankish asked you that question specifically.
Yes.
All right.
So was it a shorter conversation with Jenna?
It was.
Okay, and she got off the phone with you kind of abruptly.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, and then on July 11th, did you have the opportunity to go down to Burn Foreman with Sergeant Westbrook?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, why did you do that?
To speak with Angela Phillips.
Okay, and did you speak with anyone else when you went there?
We spoke with Angela Phillips. They had their attorney representing them. His name was Nick Latito. And Eric Durlacher, we also spoke with him briefly.
And did they give you some documents from Gary's office that day as well?
I got a timesheet from them that day, but then over the course of about a month, I received several emails from Burn Foreman. I believe they specifically, a lot of them came from Eric Durlacher himself. And in those documents, there was a lot of things that we...
Yeah, not into the documents.
Second,
yeah.
Can y'all understand him? We've been going for a while. My ears are tired, so I can't keep up with him. So slow down just a hair.
Normally, I got to speak
the
softer.
speed. I didn't think about the speed. Yes, you are a quick talker.
And those documents were put on a flash drive and given to Detective Hayes. I don't think I could tell you what was on them.
Correct. Thank you. Okay, and then on July 24th, who all did you speak with that day?
I spoke with Joanne Ward.
Joanne Ward?
Yes, ma'am.
Who is she?
She was a friend of Gary's from the building, but they didn't work in the same law office.
Okay, so she was interviewed briefly.
Yes, ma'am.
And then were you able to attend a test fire with the marshal's office at Purcell Lane?
Yes, ma'am. That was in 2019.
In 2019?
Yes, ma'am.
What were you tasked with doing on that day?
Standing by with one of the marshal's officers up in Scott's area of the barn.
And then I only have a couple more things to go over with you. You were briefly a sergeant of SVU.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct? And you deal with crimes against children in SVU?
I do.
Okay. And you had the opportunity to sit for forensic interviews with Addison and Ella Farris?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is a forensic interview?
A forensic interview is, we use the Child First Protocol here in Georgia, where a forensic interviewer asks non-leading general questions to children so as to not lead them to certain answers, alter their memory, and it's done in a very child-friendly environment and setting as to not traumatize the children further, because typically it's done for things that are very difficult for children to talk about.
So law enforcement generally does not interview children when they're witnesses to crimes.
Correct.
They're brought to, where are they brought to?
In this particular case, we utilize the Anna Crawford Children's Center, which is the center we normally utilize. And this was on August 9th of 2019 as well.
And you had the opportunity to sit for those interviews. And when I say sit for them, where are you located versus the children?
You're in a separate room watching a live feed.
And you were present for Addison and Ella's forensic interviews in this case?
Yes.
Okay. Was that essentially the last task for this case that you were really a participant for?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you were not the lead on this case, were you?
No, ma'am.
Generally, was the entire office of the sheriff's office, CID, helping and assisting with different tasks in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Give me one moment. That's all I have for you, Sergeant. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Judge, realistically, with us stopping, this is the spot because I'm going to go.
All right. Okay, with that, we'll break for the day. Y'all have the afternoon to do as you please, but stay off the internet. All right. Just remember everything I've told y'all so far. Don't look up anything about the case. Talk to anyone about the case. All those sorts of things. Y'all can be excused. We'll see y'all tomorrow at.
Just real quickly.
All right. y'all want to
Sidebar real quick.
Okay, so we're going to end this stream here. We're going to go to the other stream then. So yeah, so the other stream. So the other stream I believe is on now. So we're going to go over there. There you go. Sarah P's on it. She's on it.
Okay, yeah, they're supposed to let y'all bring stuff in. So if there's a
Right, stop that because they're going. There you go. Right. Right. Now on to the best, the good trial. Right. Here we go. We will be on to that one. We're about an hour behind, I think. But hang on. Oh, the boyfriend's still on there. Woohoo! He's a good dude. Right, so I'm going to end this stream here. And I'll see you on the other side, all right? So, right. I'll see you over there in 10 seconds.